Okay, hello. I said I was back and then I took like another week break. Um, I really am gonna try to be more consistent with my videos. This pregnancy, I'm older. Like, I'm a bit older than I was with my last kids, and it is making me feel old. And so I just feel like I am getting so much more exhausted than normal with my other pregnancies. Even though I had my eating disorder when I was pregnant with my other three, I don't remember feeling this tired. And I wonder if part of it's because I don't remember like listening to my body and just ignoring it. And if it was tired, it didn't matter. It didn't slow down, but now I do. And so now I'm just like really, it almost sort of feels like when I was in recovery, giving into that fatigue and exhaustion was like, oh, finally. Being pregnant, same thing. I'm like, I'm just really tired. I just need to lay down. And my brain, I feel like, isn't functioning normal. Oftentimes with clients, I'll be like, what's the word? What's the word? I can't think of the word. So anyways, I'm going to try to make a video that sort of makes sense. I wanted to talk today about the thoughts that we have, the eating disorder thoughts, and our actions. And the hardest and most challenging part of recovering from an eating disorder is the fact that you still have all of the eating disorder thoughts, but you have to act completely different, opposite of what those thoughts are telling you to do. And the people who can eat unrestrictedly and not do any kind of movement and accept their body weight and stop their routines despite all of the eating disorder thoughts screaming and blaring in their head all day long, people who don't let that affect their actions in recovery are the people that I'm finding with the greatest success, people that are actually recovering. The people who allow the thoughts to get to them because it feels so overwhelming and overpowering and like it's controlling you, that give into those thoughts and act according to how the eating disorder would have you act, are people who stay stuck and find themselves like starting over and then starting over and starting over. And each time they start over, it gets harder. The people that can truly commit and do the things I ask as a coach, which are, and I say this often, but I want to make sure it's really clear because it's not complicated at all, but it is really hard. And I would never tell anyone that it's easy. It's not easy. It is difficult. It is challenging. But if we don't complicate it, then it's either you're doing it or you're not. So eating unrestrictedly, stopping all movements, any kind of compulsive actions that you're doing. I also include with that like routines around food and rituals and things like that. And then accepting your body weight. And that sounds so vague to people. They're like, what do you mean accepting my body weight? Like your unsuppressed natural body weight, whatever that is. I don't care if it's within the BMI range that people deem as acceptable or what society thinks is okay. It's not, has nothing to do with that. It's just when you're not restricting and you're not exercising compulsively, whatever the size of your body ends up being, I want you to be able to accept it. And by doing those things, again, so simple when I say them, and I know how hard they are because I did it. I know how hard this stuff is. I've done it. Is what will get you to recovery. Sometimes as a coach, it's actually hard for me to ask my clients to do the things that I had to do, that I did do in my recovery, because I know how hard it was for me. And I try to explain to them, like, I'm not asking you this thinking it's going to be easy for you. I know it's challenging. I know your anxiety will probably peak. You may feel like you can't do it. You likely will oftentimes. But I would never, ever, ever, ever ask someone to do the things I asked them to do in recovery to commit to if I didn't know with a certainty that it would get you to full recovery. There's just no way I wouldn't, even if there was like a possible chance like this might work for you, it might not. You might be the one that if you do this, it's not going to work. I would never. But if you can truly do those things, you really can find yourself free from your eating disorder. And so this message I want to just give for hope, basically. I want you to feel like if you're, and I don't even like to say do the willing, because like you can commit. Maybe you don't want to, but I know anyone who wants full recovery can take the steps to get there. It just takes that commitment. It takes deciding, so that after those couple days of eating unrestrictedly, that's all fun and everything, and the honeymoon phase is ending, and you're starting to feel different in your body, and all of a sudden the thoughts come and you're starting to think, oh my gosh, like something went wrong. I must be doing something wrong because this isn't normal for me to feel this way, this uncomfortable. I should take a break and then maybe start back up again and maybe it'll feel easier. It's never gonna feel easier. You have to walk through that fire to get to the other side. And so please don't back down on your recovery when it's hard and you start feeling like you're having doubts or thinking it's not gonna work for you. Hire a coach that has been in your shoes, and it's not, I don't care if it's me or not, hire someone that you trust and let them help you. Let them like hold your hand throughout that recovery and walk you through that fire because they've been through it. And they wouldn't have you do that if they didn't know it was gonna pay off. So that's my message today. I hope you have a great the rest of your day. Bye.